I took everything that made your decision making away. You're not your individual anymore.
Man, I kind of want to listen to the podcast now.
Listen to it. I mean, we're chilling right now. Might as well.
Alright, fuck it. Because I want to see what he says and everything.
And these are smart ass people. Like, we're idiots.
Yeah, low key, yeah.
Lex Friedman, he's a Boston. What is he? A Boston? What do you call it? Boston Robotics. He's an engineer, but he's also like a freaking like a weird thinker, like Joe Rogan, basically. But he's more quiet. Like he's more soft spoken. You know what I mean? Yeah. He talks like this.
Let me see. I didn't even get. Did I get it from him? I didn't get shit from him.
Yeah, Stone Sword Key. I've been looking for this.
I didn't get it.
Hmm? I sent it to your messages.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
have you been? Okay, what?
Okay, so why natural? Like, let's say why do we have instincts, or why do we have like everybody has, like, I guess, natural instincts, right? Why do we have that?
Natural, because of what you are, bro. A human.
Yeah. We're humans.
Because we're humans, we have instincts, and because we're human, we have intuitions. You know what I mean? Like, we have an intuition of like things going wrong. So, like for example, if a wolf is in nature, listen to it first. If the wolf is in nature, what is he gonna do if he senses danger? He's gonna pick up his ears and he's gonna sharpen up his teeth around the other wolf, and because he senses the other wolf's intentions, and then his intuition is sensing those intentions. You see what I'm saying? Because we are human, and that thing is a wolf.
This is perfect. Okay. So let's say this, right? Let's say all humans, when they're born, what do?
Cry,
right? All humans. Why does every human cry when they are born?
Because it's a human, bro. You answer your own question.
Right. But it's like
because it's there's certain things that we are meant to do without even thinking. Like, same reason why your dick gets up, you're not in control of it, because it's a chemical reaction inside of you that sees the other human.
So the chemical reaction, right? The chemical reaction. The first thing that we're born, the chemical reaction that we get is to cry. Right?
Crying is the most hormone-inducing chemical reaction we have.
What do you say? Harm what?
Hormone-inducing. Meaning, like, there are hormones inside of you that release, like, anxiety, right?
Yeah.
Like, and also like some that release motivation, like dopamine.
Yeah.
Well, one of the hormones that relaxes you from anxiety and pain is crying. That's why after crying, the baby starts laughing. That's what it does. That's part of the human experience. You gotta understand.
So why do you think? Wait, what do you think?
You gotta understand
you said chemical
experience.
reaction, right? You said chemical reaction, right? So why don't you think that free will can just be an illusion of, like, just chemical reactions? If I work out, right? Okay.
I'm not a fat piece of shit. A chemical reaction is not the same.
Okay, but let's say the chemical reaction of a fat person, right?
Fat piece of shit?
Yeah, fat piece of shit. They were born into it, right?
They're not born fat. They made themselves fat through the human experience.
No. That's a lie.
You telling me fat people are just born, bro?
Dude, that's when you're 100% wrong. That's when I know you're 100%.
You're 100% crazy, bro. For you even say that I'm 100%. Like, just show me a statistic. That's 100%
statistically
wrong.
Dude, because no way.
So you're saying
I'm 100% right on this
born?
JC.
Answer me that, bro. Is that what you're saying?
100% JC. Yes. JC. Fat people are born fat. I'm gonna tell you that 100%.
So transgenders are just like born
I don't
transgenders.
fucking know about the transgenders. I don't fucking know. So we're talking about fat people right now, right? Look,
Fat piece of shit.
yes, fat people are born fat, right?
No, they're
100%.
not.
Yeah, they see.
Show me,
100%.
show me a fat person that's born. Show me a fat baby, bro.
Look. JC, when, let's say, an obese pregnant woman, right?
Oh my god.
Eats all this, right? They have literally obesity genetics. Like literally, the baby is born obese genetically, right? Because they have
That's
those
not true, man.
yes, it is true,
That is
100% true.
not true.
And not only that, because of the
Okay,
whole,
okay,
literally
okay.
because of the
You know,
environment,
you know how I'm
environment
gonna shut your
also,
whole conversation out, bro? Okay.
environment also,
No,
environment also
the obese,
because the
the
whole
obese
environment,
person has an obese. Like I agree that it passes on
mhm,
genetically, right? Like
yeah,
alcoholism,
yeah,
That's called hereditary, by the way.
yeah,
And then, what if that mother dies and that child that who's fat genes or hereditary
yeah,
genes makes them more susceptible to eat more, right?
yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
hmm And not only
What if
that,
he gets adopted by, I don't know, some vegans,
there you
right?
go. The
Then
environment of
that
that,
baby
yeah, the environment of
is
that,
not born fat anymore, bro.
yeah, of course. But
So
that's
how
because
the
of the
fuck?
environment.
That's
That's
a,
because of the
that's
environment,
yeah, but
right?
so nobody is born like that, bro.
No,
You're going back to exactly what I'm saying. The human experience counts for everything. And if you don't put that into the element, then you will lose
no,
yourself
but like
simplifying what the
no,
mind is.
but look, right?
And you can't simplify this, bro. Nobody is born any type of way, bro. They are who they are through the human experience of what they're living through. You change we are a product of our environment. I agree to that. Well, none of us are born the way that we are supposed to be born. You know what I'm
Okay, you know
saying?
I fucked up there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I fucked up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cause like I'm here because it's just like a fucking goddamn. Yeah, you're right about that.
You go too quick to having a eureka
Yeah,
moment.
you're right.
You
Yeah, you're
gotta
right.
comprehend the eureka first before you, because like if you were in college right now, it would have been like sit down.
Sit down, motherfucker. Yeah. No, cause the thing is, when you said people are not born fat, I'm thinking about like the average, I guess. Like
Well, well, you have a point though,
yeah,
and that it is hereditary.
yeah,
Like like remember the last time I was telling you about like alcoholism? I didn't know it was hereditary.
because like if you really like, I guess like I had somebody put like their thought process, right? Like let's say a fat person, right? Ended up having my thought
FPS.
process, right? Yeah, let's ended up having my thought process. Then boom, there you go. He'll change, right? But
Yeah,
because
well,
he had, yeah,
David Goggins was a fat piece of shit at one point, bro. And if it wasn't for him realizing that, like, he had to change and shit like
yeah,
that, he had to make a different person. That's why he made build. What's the book called? Built, self build. I forgot what it's called, but
yeah,
I built different or some shit like that. And the whole thing he's talking about, he said I had to build myself. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Piece by piece.
yeah. And then the reason why I said like, oh yeah, people are born to fat people is because like all the stuff that he was like, I guess dealing with, right, made him into the fat person that he was, right?
But like
So
we were
that's what I was
saying,
thinking. That's what I was
he
thinking,
was
right?
a product of his environment. David Goggins was a product of his environment. He was born
Yeah,
in
he got bullied.
Baltimore. I
He got
forgot
bullied and
where he
shit.
got bullied. His father was fucking crazy motherfucker. He was a
Yeah.
crazy motherfucker. Like he owned a bar, a skating ring,
Suppose he was a
and then
pimp or something.
no. Listen, I read the book, bro. I know. It's like he was in a skating ring, right? He basically made a skating ring. So the dude was successful, but the dude was abusive as fuck to his
Yeah.
mother. Abusive as fuck to them. He would whoop the shit out of them, and like he would cheat on his wife in front of him. But because he was like that abusive, that they feared him. You know what I mean? As a
hmm
kid, until his mother decided to escape from him, and then so he'll say how he hated his father for a long time. How he wanted to just fucking kill him and shit.
Yeah. Well, you know,
And
his father was a pimp though. You know that, right?
I don't know if it's like pimp status, whatever. He was just like an abusive. He was a successful person,
Yeah.
but like the pimp status, I don't know. Cause to be a pimp, it's some other shit, bro. You
No, but
gotta
like
go.
supposedly in the book, like or like whatever he was saying, that he was a pimp, and that he
Well, no. he just said that nigga did whatever the fuck he wanted, and he had a lot of money. I was like, don't make you a pimp. Pimp means like you got hoes.
I don't know, but
Like
he said that shit. I don't know what the fuck that means, but he did say that. He did say that.
He probably made it like, like the way he was fucking around.
Yeah,
Like he had hoes,
maybe.
but not like pimp.
Yeah.
But he just was successful. He started that business. He had money and shit like that. And he abused the shit out of his mother. Like he had them working. He had them working in that skating rink, and he wouldn't pay them and shit. And he would just afterwards, like if like for example, his mom would say something, he would just fucking start whooping the shit out of her right in front of them. And then if they said something, he start whooping the shit out of them.
Yeah. That's
An abusive father, like that, like straight up, the worst way. And he said he had problems in school because he was so traumatized. But he would always have to try, harder than all these other kids, like a lot other shit. Like even when he came to the Navy SEALs, he was still kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he had to force himself how to read, like a lot of things. And certain people in his life cared, like teachers, and certain things happened in his life, like that made him who he are. The reason in the moment he became David Goggins is when he was, I guess, he had dropped off, like they dropped him off being a Navy SEAL or whatever.
Yeah.
Or was it the Marines or something like that? And then he was working his shitty ass job, and then he was going through his divorce. He was getting, and then he basically he said he started talking to himself in the mirror.
I think he broke. I think supposedly he broke. When supposedly he saw he broke and he was supposedly like saw all the cockroaches and all that.
That's
and he was
right.
He was like, oh, no.
Well, he didn't break.
No,
he didn't break.
No, he didn't break. But he was like, no, this is it. I'm done. I'm done. That was the moment when he clicked. When he clicked, I'm gonna do this for the
it was more like it was more like his whole experience came together, and then he wasn't in there. I don't know, but he said that he looked into the mirror and he said he's accountable for this. He's accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? If I want to change something, I'm gonna change this and that. He started building himself. He calls it the accountability thing. And that's something that not a lot of people don't do.
No, but I think like this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like that was before all that.
That moment, yeah.
Yeah, that was before. I mean, that was after all that.
When he was in that
after the cockroaches, after the cockroaches shit. That's when that happened. That's when it clicked.
He said if you read it in the book, he says he likes it. He liked that job, but what was dragging him down is that he was a failure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, true.
Like
that could have happened too.
You know what I'm saying? He had done nothing. Like he had failed, that his whole life was shitty, you know what I'm saying? So basically stopped victimizing himself,
Yeah.
Sure. He toughened the fuck up. He realized that he had to toughen up.
He really said, nah, shit, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit.
The inner bitch died right there.
Died right there, bro. Literally got killed, bro. Stabbed. God damn, bro.
Yeah, David Goggins is built different. He's
cool, bro. He's cool shit.
That's a different.
I feel like we all have a little bit of David Goggins in us, though. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Not enough, bro.
Yeah,
but he's right. So. We all are kind of like that in a way.
Mm-hmm. We all have those little.
That's what's crazy. I showed people him, right?
Yeah.
And they think that I'm showing them somebody who's just always like that, And I tell them the deeper side of it. The reason I show you this person is because that person was like you.
It's
someone who was like, who I gave up so many times and just decided to stop bullshitting to themselves.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes people are like living the way they are living. Like, let's say, because I don't know. Let me think. I don't want to put this in a bad way.
Don't put this in a eureka jar if it's not ready.
No, I'm just like I'm like saying it like, because you know how we all think differently. We all grew up differently. I feel like some people also just.
Well, say it how you want it. Say how your perspective is.
Okay, so
that's what really matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for I feel like some people the way they grow up is like their own level of success is different, right? Like for example, me and you have like a I guess more me the way we think about it is more like stable way of success, you know. And some people's success might be it could be like something like I don't know, like exploring the world or some fucking dumb shit like that, or
or
like
making a lot of money.
or yeah, you know, something, and then it's because I don't know, they had
Or
no will. No.
some people don't get enough of success and
Yeah, some
just
people
want to
just
be.
like they're like differently. Like, I don't know, the way they think is just different, you know, and it's just because of the how they grow up and everything, or maybe so I don't know. They have like a more simpler way of seeing things, and they
Well,
just
it's
never
not
grow
about.
out of it.
There's so many people in this world, bro. It's all about how you think about things, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It can just be deeper or more deeper than just that. Like,
I know, but I know we're a lot of people don't know this, but we're all connected to this human experience, bro. That's the bottom line of it.
hmm
We're not all different.
Yep.
What only makes us different is our experiences.
Yep. Okay, let me look at this podcast.
Oh,
We're
dude.
going back to the fucking topic of free will.
It should be because they go out talking about a lot of things.
Oh, this is fucking 2 hours. So.
They're all about 2 hours, but it's not enough. If you start getting into
Okay,
it, you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
be like, it's
put.
not enough.
Okay, no, yeah, but Lex Friedman podcast. Like, I'm gonna just put the summary of this. Alright, there has to be a summary.
Oh, before you start, do you have this castle? What's called? It's like in the middle of the map. It's called the Shaded Castle Ramparts. Have you been there? It's by Volcano Manor.
Shady Castle.
It's like in the middle. I'll show you a picture.